Okay, today I want to talk about drugs. Why do we use them and why do we need them? That's my question. All right. I find it interesting because people call me a druggie because I smoke marijuana. I smoke marijuana for my neck. I use it as a medicine. Haven't honestly used it for about 2 months, if not longer, because I haven't had to need it. It has not been a need for me. But yet I'm still labeled a druggie. So that's interesting. So, all of you that call me a druggie because it's marijuana, because the government said it was an illegal substance, how many of you have Tylenol, Advil, freaking ibuprofen in your pocketbook, in your purse, in your little to-go bag, in your cupboard? That is a drug. That is a pharmaceutical drug. It may be an over-counter drug, but it's still a pharmaceutical drug. Now, I can go out here and get some willow bark, and actually chew on some willow bark, just enough to put in the little palm of my hand. Like, that might be too much to take. You know what it does? It takes away pain. It helps with inflammation. That's how they make aspirin, is with willow bark. But the pharmaceutical companies, they take that willow bark and they process it and they add other shit to it and they cook it up and they do all the things that they do to make it so-called stronger, right? They make it addictive. That's what they do. They do it with Tylenol, Advil, everything else. That's what they do. There's a thing called wild lettuce out in the world that you can go get. Make a tincture out of it. Take a couple drops, takes away pain. It works like an opiate in the brain, but it is not addictive because it is not technically an opiate. And now there are some herbalists out there, just like pharmaceuticals, who will take that herb, the wild lettuce, and cook that shit down as hard as they can because they want to get high off of it. Now, they're acting like a pharmaceutical. That's what they do. Pharmaceuticals are to keep you addicted to the drug. And then we turn around and we tell our children, don't use drugs. Don't take drugs. You don't want to take drugs. Really? Then why the hell are you feeding your children drugs? Explain to me. Because you go to the pharmacy, the drugstore, to purchase drugs that are entitled safe because the pharmaceutical companies made it and said it was okay. Have any of you ever paid attention to the Benadryl that you give your children? Have you ever been able to take just the pediatric dose for you and see how it affects you? Oh my God, it could fucking wipe you out. But you give that pediatric dose to your child. What do you think it does to that tiny body? It's a drug. So how dare you, as an adult, tell any child to choose not to take drugs when you drug them as often as you flippin' can? That irritates the shit out of me. I am infuriated over those things. Are you not smarter than that? Do you not realize that you have been programmed to go, oh, I have a pain, let's go buy some drugs. Oh, I have a different pain, I need this drug. How many of you have heard somebody say, oh man, I got a headache, and whip out your damn drugs that you got in your pocketbook because the pharmacy said it's okay because it's an over-counter drug, so it must be safe, right? I'm not making this fucking video because of the acetaminophen and all the shit that's on there. That damn study on the medications was done so many years ago. We're just now hearing about it. As a matter of fact, it was 10 years ago. They've done studies 20, 30, 40 years ago. And we're just now paying attention. You send your children to the doctor to get drugs, but none of you are willing to try that drug before you give it to your child to see how it would affect you, to get an idea of how it would affect your child. No different than the Benadryl. There have been people in this world that, oh no, I gave him Benadryl. I needed a break. They got to knock out. I just wanted him to take a nap. They have a pain. No, here, honey, take some Tylenol. No, here, you take this aspirin. It's just baby aspirin. It's okay. Because a pharmaceutical company said it was. You know what the better thing to do is? Go out in nature and get the medicine that the universe, source God energy, created for the human being. Do it naturally. Don't depend on some damn pharmaceutical drug that they put a bunch of fillers in to cause you more pain to go back to get a different drug because, oh, it broke down your liver, or oh, fuck, now you got kidney issues, or oh, now you have high cholesterol, and oh my God, now I'm a fucking, I don't even know what. Pick a disease that they have created because that's what happens. So it's not bad enough that we are forced because it's mandatory. And if you look up mandatory, it just means suggestion, you guys. It is a firm suggestion. Doesn't mean you have to. Inoculate all of your children. All those mandatory vaccines when they're little, when they're born. And you know all those have aluminum in it? I didn't think that freaking human beings needed aluminum in their body. It's bad enough for somebody my age who's nearly 60 years old and all the vaccines that I had to have. And then my children had to have a few more vaccines. And yeah, I was threatened, don't give them that. If you don't have the vaccine, if you do not allow your child to have it, you could have your kids take it away. That's because we weren't taught that there is a legal form that you can find to go, yeah, I'm opting out of this for my child. Because there have also been studies that children that don't have vaccines, if they get sick, they're sick for a very short time, a day or two. Especially against a child who has had vaccines, and they're sick for weeks on end. So they have to go back and get more medication. And what do? Why do we do that? Somebody needs to explain to me. Because we're not helping us. We're helping the pharmaceutical companies who are creating more drugs that we need. Do you not know that all of that stuff is chronic diseases or what they are creating? Long-term chronic disease with their pharmaceuticals. So that you have to keep coming back, you have to keep coming back, you have to keep coming back because, oh my God, we got to listen to them, right? They're smarter than we are. You're a human being. You are all that is and ever was. How can any person, any fucking company, any government, any three-letter alphabet, any pharmaceutical, anything be smarter than you? Be more intelligent than the earth who brings you medicine, not drugs. Now, if you want to tell a child not to use drugs, specify. Don't use meth. Don't use heroin. Those things can kill you. Please don't do that. Don't go use opium because it is addictive. It fucks with your brain. They are natural medicines that the earth provides for depression, for pain, for anxiety, for any fucking chronic disease you may have. Because no disease is chronic. It is literally dis-ease in the body. And it is there to go, hey, there's an issue. Maybe you should pay attention to me. And you can cure that with nature's medicine. And they tell you you're cured with a pharmaceutical that you shove down your child's throat all the fucking time, that you conveniently just take because, oh, it's got to be safe, right? And you're going to tell your kids not to use drugs when they see you popping pills all the flipping time. You wonder why your children turned around and went, yeah, I took a little bit more cough syrup than what I needed. There's some goddamn codeine in that shit. I want to be high. I don't like this fucking world because I'm living in a world that creates schism in my brain. You know the best thing I found for ADHD when my children were growing up? Coffee. Coffee. Don't put sugar in it. You can have a little bit of milk. They need the sweet, give them a little bit of chocolate. Dark chocolate. Also caffeine. It helps calm their ass down. Sure, the flip does. They don't need to be on Adderall, which creates them to be, you know, hey, I'm addicted to this already, so fuck yeah, I'm going to be a druggie when I get older. Caffeine. Nature's remedy. That's what it is. And you know, they didn't need it that much. And you want to know something else? The worst thing that it created was this. Hey, I might need my snack before I have food. Because then they're calmed down enough to be able to go, oh, I can sit here and eat. I can do the things I need to do. I can now focus. So why not let them have a little treat of coffee and dark chocolate? It's a natural remedy. But we want to tell them, and we have been totally misinformed, and we are not that fucking intelligent because we're believing in something outside of ourselves, that a pill is better. Oh, Benadryl will help you sleep instead of chamomile tea in the evening or a cup of cat mint tea. Yeah, catnip, honey. It can calm you down. It can calm down your child. You don't need all that stupid shit from a pharmacy. Why do you think we get addicted to our pills that were prescribed? Me? No. Why do you think it's so easy to get addicted to something as simple as a notification on this damn computer? Because that's what we have been trained to do. Pavlov's dog, man. That's what it is. Oh, pain, go get a drug. Oh, notification. Oh, something outside of me is making me feel good. It all works together. How about you gain some knowledge about your drugs before you start telling anybody they should choose to not use drugs now? Let them make up their own mind what drugs are, especially when they're seeing you pop drugs all the time, and it's so easy for anybody to share a damn Tylenol or an aspirin or a fucking Advil because it's over the counter. It's still been processed. It's still been cooked. It still has all these fillers in it that's going to cause other physical issues. Physical dis-ease. Pay attention to that. Pay attention to the fucking programming that you have had over drugs. Because you go to the drugstore, and now they make it even more convenient because, oh, you can go to Family Dollar, you can go to Walmart, you can go to wherever the hell you want. I believe they sell that shit at the fucking gas station now. Oh, I picked up a couple aspirin while I was there. Got me a couple Tylenol, got a couple Advil. Oh, hey, I have some extra ibuprofen. You want some? I want to help you kill your liver because you got a headache. Do research on the things that you're taking. And yeah, it pisses me off to see whatever all the pregnant women, like, I'm going to take it, like you're going to do something against Trump. You know what all those pharmaceutical companies are doing? Yes, yes, bravo, lady, be stupid. Because it's just one of the things that can help create autism. Just one of the things. On top of all the vaccines that you're giving your child. I mean, it was bad enough at what my kids had to go through a handful of freaking vaccines. And now I think it's up to 93 or something. Like, do they not want our children to think at all? Do they need that much aluminum in their brain? Because it's really hard to get metal flakes out of the body. It's really hard to get it out of your brain. So maybe you ought to go through a damn detox. a metal detox. Clear your system. You got a headache, you got a body pain, go get you a couple damn chamomile tea bags. Put them in there. Make sure you can stir that shit with your fingers so you don't kill everything with boiling water. Stick them in your damn cup of water. Put a fucking lid on it. Let it sit there for 15 minutes. Then you will have all of the benefits of a natural remedy. And you know what? Your headache will go away. And it'll also calm you down. And you'll be able to rest better and sleep easier through the evening. If you need something stronger than chamomile tea, go get some pine needle tea, honey. Do the same thing. Only you can let that steep for about 4 hours if you choose. I think it's really damn good, especially when it's warm, because that can even take away my headache from neck pain. The inflammation goes down. I no longer have that beaking, fucking throbbing pain in the center of my head that is worse than any migraine I have ever experienced. Pine needle tea. Good thing is, I don't have a uterus, so I don't have to worry about fucking anything up or having a miscarriage or anything with pine needle tea. So yeah, you got to do your research on your medicine. You should be doing research on your drugs. And then we wonder why there's so many druggies. Come on, guys. Because we've been fed a bunch of lies. And so we sit there and take the drugs. And we take the drugs. And your child is so fucking intelligent, they're going, why are you telling me not to take drugs when you're taking drugs all the time? I see you take a drug every damn morning. Pay attention to what you're saying. Really learn about what you're doing. We need to stop this drug epidemic now. Because honestly, it started with us. It started with us. Because we believed in our government, the God. Pharmaceutical companies, 3-letter alphabet associations or companies, I don't know, what the fuck do you want to call them? Them days, that's what they are. The ones that are out to call the human race. To keep making money, baby. Because every single drug that I have seen that has come from a pharmacy that I could go buy at the store, at the drugstore, has always caused other issues. And it may take care of the baseline issue, but it does not take care of long term. And me, as an herbalist, learning and listening to the earth, I can take medicine from the earth, and it is an actual remedy. And any physical issue I have can go away, including cancer, my love. Including cancer. But we are so afraid because the doctors know better than we do, right? No. They get paid to push you into doing anything, including having the fucking wisdom teeth taken out. They just get extra money. Doesn't matter if you need it or not. Doctors will freaking lie to you about what's wrong with you just to have you purchase their drugs. So next time you think about telling somebody not to be a druggie, look at yourself. Are you a druggie? Are you drugging yourself? Are you drugging your children? I bet you are. Look in your cupboards. How many bottles of shit do you have in there to take care of an ache and pain? I can tell you how many I have. Not one. Not one. I have an issue. I go out in nature and I grab what I need. I get me a tincture if it is available. If I really wanted to get high on something, I would turn around and eat a few wild lettuce leaves. That's going to get me high. And it's not going to turn around and fuck with my body. It's not going to make me addicted to it. But damn, it might make me feel good for a minute. Tastes like shit. But don't any other drug. That's why there was that old song. Teaspoon of sugar helps the medicine go down. Although, take it with honey because sugar is fucking deadly. It's all bioengineered now. It's okay. Alright, I'm done with my rant. Pay attention to the damn drugs you have in your household. Pay attention to how many times you have actually drugged your children when you tell them don't use drugs. Do that. Love yourself enough to learn about the things you are consuming in your body that are supposed to help you. All right. Love y'all. Thanks for being my friend. Have a great day.